The book is called Daddymomma because, in some ways, I think it's the most adventurous story in the group. It's a story I probably wouldn't have written if I didn't ask myself a question after listening to the radio one day, years ago here in Atlanta. There was some kind of ruckus about Coretta Scott King and who she'd been seen with. And, as a writer, your mind starts turning. And I said to myself, who has she been dating all these years? Having somebody of that stature dating someone who is of a different race, especially a white man in the South, is a pretty big deal, even in modern day America. Older black woman, younger white man, she's obviously going to struggle with a lot of things during her relationship. Depending on what you're trying to accomplish, it's often necessary. I mean, it's actually often imperative to just remove poverty as an active element within your narrative. Plus, I'm sick and tired of seeing the hood glorified. Gloria Naylor did it with Linden Hills. Stephen Carter did it with The Emperor of Ocean Park. And I attempt in my own fiction, both short and long, to find ways to illuminate the lives of middle and upper class blacks. Basically, the question I pose for myself is this. If these characters I'm creating are put in a position to define themselves, what would you get? I grew up in the South. I live in the South. I'm not afraid to champion the place that I'm from. Now, it does have a lot of problems, but so do all the other regions of the country. Everybody's got their own little quirks and idiosyncrasies that their natives have to deal with. But, being a Southern writer doesn't mean that you've got to embrace cooter and cornpone. There's a certain amount of fascination I've got with anti-heroes. What makes them tick, how they are portrayed in our society, why we can enjoy them in a story. And, we enjoy the grotesque and twisted moments that often make up people's lives. That's to us, that's entertainment. So I've got a story in this collection called Ghetto Pass. I mean, it was basically a guy who had climbed the ladder by doing all the wrong things and was standing at the top of the heap, looking at his whole life and trying to make some sense of it. And the anti-hero is liberating.